Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Amazing Spider-Man issue 43. That's a pretty nice looking cover there. Now granted, this is kinda happening, but kinda not. We don't have Spidey's forces going up against Janice's forces at the moment, but it's a free-for-all in Central Park, so we'll kinda have to see how it shakes out. So we start off actually having Spidey visiting Robbie and Randy at the Harlem Hospital Center. And one of the things that I really like about this issue is that we have a more active Spidey in this. Saying that Randy didn't want any of this, you're fighting to keep everyone safe, and you're the one who got hurt. Because they wanted their war. I'm not going to let them have it, Randy. I'm going to put a stop to it, for you. I won't let you down. Thanks for coming. I know he wants you to be here. I'll be back when this is over, Robbie. And then I'm not leaving his side until he wakes up. I appreciate that, Spider-Man, but for now, get it done. I'm like, all right. And then, of course, we see him readying with his forces, them asking if he's ready. And that is just a really nice shot right there. Just really kind of cool looking. Just everybody assembled and how it works out. And then we see Robbie with his son. So then we flip to Central Park, and we're pretty much figuring out how this is kind of going down. As we've got the lines already lined up. Mask giving Beetle a last chance. Give up the territory, follow her, and she'll be a rich woman. Asking if it's really about money. She's like, sorry, Madam Mask. We're starter villains. We don't have a lot of overhead. Pass. All the same to me. My lucky tie. And she starts having Silvermane and Count Nefaria kind of like going up. And then we just get all the forces going at it. It's like, all right, let's see how this kind of goes down. Them answering her call. The rabbit telling it that it's time for Digger to earn his supper. And then he just fucking clotheslines the shit out of them. It's like, damn! And then one of the tech people is like going after Lady Ock and being like, nice tech, you still buy DVDs, don't you? I'm like, what the hell? I don't like her. And I'm like, yeah, even though it's villains fighting villains at this point, I'm like, yeah, I don't like her either. Then you're gonna hate me as Shotgun just starts blasting, and they have kind of shielding tech up. And Janice just goes after Madam Mask. It's like, alright, so this is kind of how she plays it. But Madam Mask uses the tech and pretty much thunder blasts her away. And goes after Digger as well. And Madam Mask pretty much just taunting Janice, being like, you're welcome to keep screaming, Janice. Get your people's attention. I want them to see this. Hey, who's pushing back there? Oh no, Mask, look out. Oh, drat. It's like the effective use of drat. As we see She-Hulk just busting her way through all the AIM people. What did we miss? The moral fanatics are out here. Fan out. It's like, okay, interesting there. And then Spidey, if you all don't mind, I'm gonna grab the megaphone. Nah, man, do your thing. Go. Thanks, buddy. This is war. Hit him fast. Target Mask's people first. It's like, ah, shit. As we pretty much see Spidey and Miles, and then Spider-Woman and Daredevil going in there as well. It's like, alright. As long as I have someone to hit, I've had a really bad day. What's got Spider-Woman's goat? Check out her series to find out. It's like, okay, there you go. Come on, Rabble. Don't tell me you're going to carry water for Mask. No, I'm going to kick your ass for Mask because she's going to give me an AIM lab. We clear? It's like, I'm not that well versed with Miles's history with Rabble, but evidently they got it. And then we get Tombstone going after a Shotgun, which makes sense. I mean, he shut the shit out of him. And Digger's like, Madam Mask hits hard. She does. And there's no need for us to take the hits. Fall back as she pretty much starts retreating. And so, okay. So this, now granted, it is smart if things start getting kind of crazy and out of control. And Spidey's like, you do that. She's mine. Is that so? Come get your fill. My city is on fire because of a war you started. As we get the Spidey up close of like, yeah, he's serious now. I could lose my friend. Yeah, as he pretty much then starts taking her and whipping the shit to like get that shit off of her. I won't let you profit from it. so I'm taking more than my fill. I'm taking everything. As we then see a panel as he pretty much rips off that stuff as she screams in pain. It's like, yeah, Spidey is not... Spidey's going to stop this. He's not bloodthirsty kind of crazy of trying to get back to Mary Jane. He is, I need to tactically stop this and use the power that I've got with the responsibly to stop this. Self-aiming lithium vapor-propelled mini-drones. Still feeling okay about your sword? Venom Saber. But yes, I am. Thanks. I'm like, okay, tech is cool, but he... Look at Miles. Look at that. Venom Saber. Oop. Yeah. You should not be so eager to taste my blades. Ha! Gobble gobble. First time seeing adamantium? Were you raised by wolves? As we see Daredevil going after Silvermane. Pray you don't tire of bouncing about. I assure you the power of Count Nefaria does not tickle. Yeah, we've met before, dude. That's true, back in New Avengers finale. Cool to learn that for Jessica fighting Count Nefaria. Hey, anyone see Danny and Shang? Those rings would be real helpful right now. It's like, yeah, where are they? That would really help in this. And then Shotgun's pretty much like, time to eat your slugs. It's like, you eat this. As we just see him start tossing dirt at his face and then just, like, pretty much going to town. Tombstone is a bruiser. So, if he gets up close and starts actually fighting you in close quarters, you have to be very careful and be sure you can actually take those hits. No one gets more than one shot at me, and you had yours. It's like, Tombstone learns. But we also see that the sigil gets smudged. And this is important because Tombstone could have went and tried to kill this dude, but that's not how this plays out. Because he's like, wait, you're Tombstone. How did I get here? Don't play dumb. You took a shot at me. That's how you got here. You broke the sigil. Thank you. Thank you? What are you talking about? It's good that Lonnie doesn't go completely off the rocker and is like, what's happening here? I'm Agent Jensen Walker. I was working with a government agency sent to assassinate the gang lords of New York, but Mask got me first. Use your sigil to control me. Don't blame this on some magic tattoo. Granted, with everything that anybody has ever seen in the Marvel Universe, that's never outside of the realm of possibility. Granted, Tombstone usually doesn't interact with that world that often, so I can understand why he's like, fuck that shit. The reason doesn't matter. You were sent to kill me. No, we had profiles on all of you. You were slowing down, playing it safe. We were much more worried about what was becoming of your daughter. It's like, shit! That's... I understand trying to deem Tombstone not a threat, but in order to make him a threat, you then pretty much say that his daughter is the threat. And it's like, yeah, pretty much this could have been what helped tip Madam Mask off a little bit to try and like figure out how to fuck with Beetle in such a way to either make her into something bad or kind of push her more along that route. Because Lonnie just like cracks him out. It's like, oh, fuck. It's like, yeah, because this whole war has made her go even kind of further to try and become on par or beyond Tombstone. And then we get She-Hulk. Everybody listen up. If you gangs can't stay separated, I'm going to hit everyone. Is that understood? It's like, yeah, that's She-Hulk. That works. It's like, and it really makes sense because she's like, all right, I'm trying to like make sure that this stays clean, but whatever. And then we start to understand Janice's kind of tactics in this, which is important. Now, I know I've been like, I kind of rather would have stuck more kind of with Spidey since it's a Spidey's book, but everything's kind of working together in a better kind of fashion because we actually get good spotlights on Spidey during this, and we get good spotlights on Janice and Tombstone. Tombstone learning this vital piece of information, and also Janice, how she operates, especially here. You sure you want us holding back? The crew your dad brought can't do this alone. Not until I give the word. It's rough out there. Some of them might not make it. Less to worry about once this is over. That's very cold. That's like, shit. You're done, Mask. You think you only have to beat me? Talak Sa. Talak, huh? As we then get Al coming out, and Spidey isn't... He's not in real big quip mode. He's like, fuck this noise. Sorry, Al. And then he just... I love that, the showing of force of that punch to pretty much take him out. Kind of busy. Fine. You want to do this? You want to see my power? on my position, bring everyone, kill Spider-Man. And it's like, ah, shit. And then Janice is like, this is it, while she's distracted, go. Where's everybody going? Oh boy. And then I just love how we got like a couple panels and then this bigger kind of one. It's not completely 2 pages, but we see everybody fighting. We see a dude flipping out in the background like, ah! Because we got She-Hulk and Digger fucking doing shit. We got Rabbit blasting away, and we got Spidey being able to like web up mask like that. It's like, I like that. That's a really good one there. And then I really love this part. I like them. We get Tombstone and Janice having an important moment for their relationship, because Tombstone's like, hanging back, Dad, your people are out there fighting for you. I don't need you to tell me how to play this. I'm going to have one chance to take Mask out. I'll take every advantage I can get. I was so worried about you seeing who I was, what I became to get here, I didn't notice what you were becoming. Never wanted you to turn into me. There's a little girl who cared about what you wanted her to be. She's long gone. There's nothing you can do now, huh? And then he does what he needs to. He rips her wings off. He says he's sorry, and she's like, what? Whoever wins today is going to own everything. And they're going to have to be a monster to keep it. That's not you, Janice. And then he just knocks her out, and that's a big one. Crack. It's me. And it's like, Tombstone doesn't want to do this. But it's very interesting in his character, and I love that kind of shot. It's like, it's me. He's going to do this. He is going to take over and do that to save his daughter from becoming a monster. Now, I do think there could potentially be a way in this where they both don't have to become monsters. But this is how they're viewing and doing their choices. It's like, damn, this will be interesting to see how this falls out. And it says, to be concluded. So, we then have a couple more in February. Towards the end, we have Amazing Spider-Man 44. Before Gang War kind of finishes out with Daredevil Gang War in March of 2024. And Miles Morales is getting Legacy 300. So, congratulations to Miles. That's awesome. Sweet. So, overall, I enjoyed this. I mean, the art was great. We had a lot of good action, a lot of good character stuff going on story-wise. This is probably my favorite issue of Gang War at the moment, because we get Spidey, we get Tombstone, we get Madame Mask, we get Janice, all these different kind of character motivations and everything going on, while we get some intriguing action and everything kind of going on within this whole Central Park battle. This is a very nicely balanced issue, in my opinion. And if you don't agree, I totally get that. If the art's throwing you off and you're not really a fan of it, I get that. If you don't like the story and everything that's going on, I completely understand. This has been a very strange event. Now, granted, I understand that there has been like other kind of gang wars before, I think. So, if you've already rode that once or twice, I understand it. And that you'd be more interested in other kind of story aspects for Spidey, like I am, like what's going on with Norman, what can be going on with Ellen Pryor and Chasm and all that kind of stuff, which I have seen solicitations and everything, and Chasm coming back and everything like that in Hallows Eve. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this, but I don't blame anybody for just taking a break during this whole gang war and then just kind of coming back to see kind of what Spidey's up to. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, it's still $4.99, but if you're not into it, that's quite alright. I'm just glad that we got more Spidey being like, I'm doing this shit. And we get his motivations. Now, granted, he has usually good motivations. And him taking care of business and acting forward. And it'll be interesting to see how that kind of works out at the end. And what Tombstone is going to do. Is he going to have to duke it out with Spidey? Will he team up with Spidey to get Mask taken out? Will Spidey step back and let Tombstone take this over to have someone that he knows in this position that he could potentially deal with better? Or will he say, screw that noise, fuck this shit, stop all this, you don't have to be a gang person, nobody needs to be doing this gang level bullshit. We'll have to see how that works out. There's a lot of different kind of avenues, and I'm intrigued to see where it goes. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.